Hi, it's the 29th of April and this is the Sonic Academy News. Welcome along again to the Sonic Academy News. We're joined again with Chris and Bri.
Hello.
And we're kicking off this week with Beatport have released a new bit of software.
Yep, Beatport has gone pro. Well, it always has been pro, but this is a Mac-only piece of software which claims to offer a more convenient, specialized music library system. Basically, it's an iTunes. For your Beatport. And it integrates into Traktor, Serato, and Rekordbox. So we've had a download and had a play. One big flaw I found was I logged in with my Beatport account and would have thought all my purchases would have been dragged across.
Beatport don't allow you to re-download your purchases. You get one go with them. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, even if you go to the site, you can only download it once.
What you can do is you lift your purchases from iTunes if that's where you've got them, bring them in, and then hit the sync button. In fact, if you bring your library over, hit sync, it will search the catalog, Beatport's big catalog, and see what tracks are there, and it will give you then more metadata.
So
the benefit of that over
the extra tags is you've got key, BPM.
You've got the mixed in key tag, you know, sort of the 1A, 1B.
So is it doing away with mixed in key then?
No, it's just giving you the tag. It'll tell you what.
So you still need mixed in key?
Well, no, no, probably you won't actually. Yes, it could do with away with mixed in key. Don't want to rubbish some sort of piece of software.
Although is the stuff on Beatport that it already comes with the key on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, but then there's a mixed in key like a slightly numerical value, and then there's the actual musical value.
Right.
Release
so like
dates.
A sharp or like B1 or whatever they call it.
And lots of
DJ
friendly
chart.
Yeah.
Lots of DJ friendly search filters, so you can quickly do upsets quicker and sort of much better playlists.
Yeah, so you can. I don't know if you can create your own tags, but there's tags that you can assign: pre-party, opener, peak hour, after hours, holiday, all that business.
So it's just an iTunes, a DJing iTunes.
Yeah, but
so you can shop in it as well. So there's like the store, and you can search for your tracks.
It's free to download.
Mac only.
Mac only is the thing. So whether they're getting a PC version, we don't know.
Yeah, it looks very like Spotify.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, we've all been frustrated with iTunes over the last 7 years, probably. Now it's just getting worse and worse. So hopefully, this is something that's kind of between Spotify and iTunes.
Cool. Next up, we've got the Arturia
BeatStep. Yeah, so they're bringing out a new controller, like another one of these sort of.
So this was announced at NAMM, and the news this week is that it's been released.
You can get it now. It's €99, $129 US, which is all right.
So how is it different from every other, the audio trigger finger, the Akai LPD 8?
Well, the trigger finger and stuff is just a pad, isn't it? It's just a drum pad.
Yeah.
You can't do sequencing.
So this has got a built-in step sequencer.
You
and it also has CV out. So
yeah, so you can plug it into old synths that have a CV.
It could breathe a new life into all those old synths that we have.
Well, there's going to be limited scope there, really, isn't there?
Yeah, well, you can get, if you have a sort of
note information in,
tweak away and stuff. It's something that I haven't touched upon because I'm a Logic user, and Logic hasn't really gone down that path of push control and stuff as yet. But this kind of tickles my interest.
So you've got iPad compatibility using the camera connection kit, so you can plug it into like iPad plugins or iPad synth apps and like
I've seen in the demo video we had a drum kit loaded up in his iPad, and he was able to switch out the kick and the hat for whatever he wanted.
Okay. And because Arturia have started doing iPad synths as well, so
I'm assuming that.
So it'll be a nice integration into that. This, I think price-wise, it's €99. It's
I think what would be interesting. I mean, we were talking about this the other day. When I started doing live sets, it was you had to bring all your synths out. You had to, plug your mixer in your computer and plug everything in. You had cables. So that the amount of potential stuff to go wrong was massively increased. When Ableton came out, it was like, this is amazing,
everything in the box.
Everything in the box you can do, and it totally worked. To me, this feels like it's all going back to a more. I mean, maybe the synths and stuff are a bit more compact, and you can do a bit more with them. But
you talked about that this could be aimed at sort of bedroom guys who want to noodle away and jam with
Mess about,
friends
yeah.
and sort of have a,
Yeah.
a performance element. So yeah,
Yeah, personally, from a sort of production point of view, I don't see the point in it. I mean, I would never take that out and make a drum loop with it.
No.
I would never.
no, I think it's just ingrained in us to program
Yeah.
on the piano roller on,
Yeah.
on the range page.
I suppose for performing, it's really a performance controller, you know, for gigging out.
Cool.
So yeah, cool, interesting thing. I think we should maybe do a bit of investigation into sort of hardware kit and see what sort of stuff works, you know, how it all works up with iPads, and see what you can sort of do for live performance. We haven't done a live performance course in a while. So
No.
keep that in
Very good.
mind. So this week I am looking at a plugin from Abletunes, and this is called Selector. It's a very, very, very simple plugin. It's a sample-based drum machine type thing, so you can just load in 4 drum layers, and the sort of big feature is that you can cycle through your samples really easily. Now, obviously, Ableton's got drum racks and hot swap functionality, but we're going to be doing a fast track building Cubase this week, and Cubase doesn't have anything that's particularly quick at getting drums in.
Yeah.
Right?
My first thoughts on it was that it in terms of Ableton Live plugin, it wasn't necessarily something that I would be looking at, but you said you didn't really get on with Groove Agent.
Yeah, just getting samples into Groove Agent can be really time consuming. You know, you have to sort of open the pull window and drag them in from there, and there's no just sort of simple browser you can, unless I'm completely missing something. But yeah, it just seems a bit more laborious. Even battery's probably a bit handier. You know, it's got a nicer browser.
But then 100 watts battery, like.
Yeah, like 200 quid or something.
This, in terms of logic, I'm not sure, you know, it's ultra beat, which can be cumbersome and stuff. So it might tickle my fancy, just the quick fire in hats and program up.
It is
hats.
just a simple sampler, isn't it? Really.
And,
Yeah.
and we're all about simplifying
And
our lives around
it's
here.
like $30. It's like 20 pounds for something very simple. Does what it says on the tin, works well, and just sort of is a bit of a workflow time saver for me. So yeah, you'll be seeing that in action in our upcoming Cubase fast track builders we're going to try and do this week.
Yes. And what style are we doing?
Oh, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, cool.
You're doing a hero course as well, aren't you?
I am doing next week. I'm doing a hero course in the style of trance. No, I'm not doing trance.
You're doing like a new disco thing, aren't you?
It's like a 80s inspired kind of
From that
drive
movie
yeah, try
type
kind of sort of using big saw pads, synths and stuff. So yeah,
Cool.
that's
So,
the intention anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about Sonic Academy this week.
Sonic
Brian.
Academy this week. I'll get it up on the screen here.
What is coming up?
And here it is. Yes, so this week we've got 2 new interviews. So we have David Kay, which Paul Hamill interviewed. He's a
The lovely Paul
get it up
Hamill.
on- Yeah, he's a French techno producer.
Yeah, he's
is
a
he?
Parisian guy. Does very, very underground, very cool stuff. Big sort of resident advisor type dude. And he's really chatting, good chat with Paul about his production process, and he lives in the analog world as well. You know, loves
Yeah.
nice outboards and stuff. So yeah, it was cool,
Yeah,
interesting.
and
Good.
then following on from that, then you last week did an interview with Hot Mouse.
Yes, this is an LA producer. He works in the same studios as Chris Lake and Nonstrip. So the 3 of them have a nice, beautiful little complex in the centre of LA, and they bang out massive tunes. And he was brilliant.
Yeah, I sat in on that one, and it was really interesting.
Real lot of information, and similar information from
Island Bluestone,
Island,
Audion and stuff,
Audion
about
stuff.
layering, and you know how they're putting these tracks together. It's fascinating to see how there's these certain elements of commonality between all these guys that are doing really well.
He has a new track out on Mr. Deadmau5's label this week, so go check it out.
Yeah, he's been releasing stuff on Rising as well. Hasn't he?
Yep, that's
Chris
right.
Luke.
Yeah, Chris Lake's label. So
Yeah, so definitely a really interesting interview.
Yep.
Definitely worth checking out.
cool.
Yeah,
And is that it for
that's
Sonic
it
Academy
for yes, that's it for content this week.
What about our
We've got a
competition winner?
competition winner, yeah, from last week.
Yep. Do we know who that is?
We do. It was Steve Glenn.
And what does Steve
well
win?
done, Steve Glenn. He wins.
Yes. Round of applause, Steve. Yeah.
He wins a copy of Anna and a copy of Kick in celebration of our award-winning week 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Yes, and the presets. I think
Oh,
it was. I'll go back and check, but I think it was the presets.
Okay,
too.
we'll
Yeah,
give the preset.
so this week we're going to do a different type of competition, just to try and keep it fresh. We're going to give away Ultimate Effects, Ultimate Drums.
Yes, and possibly
Ultimate Effects 2,
Effects 2,
which will be
yeah.
coming out shortly. So yeah, that'll be interesting. So this week's question is, if you were on a desert island and you could bring 3 items, what would they be? They have to be what?
Your favorite plugin.
Favorite plugin,
favorite song.
Favorite
favorite
song.
song, and your favorite hardware. We're assuming that there's already a nice
There's a computer on the island. Yes, with a power
With
supply.
electricity.
It's a really, really cool island. Do you want to see it? And so tell us, what would you bring and why would you bring it?
Yeah, so that's favorite. Which plugin would you bring? Which piece of hardware and which record or song would you bring?
Yeah, and we'll pick the best answer and give you some free stuff.
There you go.
That's it.
So that's it for the Sonic Academy news. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.